Bill Crane here, helping you with all your sales and marketing needs. And today, one of the things I'm going to cover is specifically how to find images, beautiful images that you can use in your marketing pieces absolutely free, provided by Google Images, and how to be as close to possible as sure that you have the usage rights to go ahead and use them commercially and for the purposes of making money. So all you have to do is log on to Google Images. So now make sure you're at Google Images. So if you're not there yet, just type into Google, type in images. So I want, let's say, an image of something to do with the stock market. So we typed in stock market, and thousands upon thousands of images come up. So which one do I want to use? Well, I'm not even going to bother looking yet because I don't know if these images are able to be used. They may or may not be copyrighted, and they may or may not have usage rights enabled. So what I want to do is click on Tools, and then a drop-down is going to appear, and then click on Usage Rights, a little bit over to the left underneath the search bar. Click on Usage Rights, and then you're going to see a drop-down that appears, and it's defaulted to not filtered by license. So what you want to do is look at the 4 license types. Labeled for reuse with modification is the one that I always go with because in almost all cases, I'm going to be modifying the image in some way. But there's also a labeled for reuse, just without modification, a labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification, labeled for non-commercial reuse. So that might be if you're using it for some personal purpose, or maybe you're in a school or in some environment where you're not monetizing it, you're not making money from it. But for our purposes, we're using it for presentations that we're going to use to potentially make money in. So I want to go with labeled for reuse with modification. I click on there. I click on labeled for reuse with modification, and it does a resort. So you'll notice up here that tab, that usage rights tab, is changed for labeled for reuse with modification. So I just scroll down, find an image that I like, and I like this one right here of the New York Stock Exchange. So I'm going to click to enlarge that image, make sure that I still like it. And you know what? I like this one better. It's a little bit more opened up. I've actually been to the New York Stock Exchange. It's a really cool place. And this is a really good representation of what it looks like. And the next thing that I want to do to extra protect myself is look at a couple of things. One is this particular image, if you look over to the right, it comes from Wikimedia Commons. So that's like a place where common images are stored. So you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. But this is what I do. I'm not telling you what to do. You need to take steps to protect yourself. So I'm just sharing with you the steps that I take to protect myself because I don't want to get sued. If you have any concerns beyond this, don't construe what I'm telling you as permission. You need to seek permission from the copyright holder. But this is what I do to make sure I'm protected if I can't get a hold of the copyright holder. Or you can just purchase them from Getty Images or any one of a number of sources. Now, the next step I'm going to take is go ahead and click on View More over here at the bottom right. And what that's going to do for me is push that image up to the top left. The reason I want it up there is so that I can click on it and open it up and still have enough room up at the top so I can see this labeled for reuse with modification. Because what I want to do is I want to open my screen capture program, in this case Jing, and do a frame grab that's going to include everything. Now, what I would actually recommend that would even be more powerful, what I do is capture the video. Just like I'm doing for you here today, you can actually capture up to a 5-minute video with Jing, and you could record yourself on video doing the search, capturing the image. But at the very least, you want to do a screen capture and save that image with a few things in it. So you've got the entire image. At the top, you've got the search bar that you did go to Google Images and that it is labeled for reuse with modification. And then simply save it. whatever you want to save it. So I'm going to just save it as stock market photo, May 16th, 2017. And I'm saving it like that. And then I'm going to put it in the file for whatever marketing piece I happen to be working on. So that's it. That's what I do to find images for free when I'm just working on a pitch or a presentation or any marketing piece, so that I don't have to subscribe to one of the services or any of that. I'm looking for license that are common license labeled for reuse with modification. All right, so this is Bill Crane signing off. Go to my website, billcrane.com. If you need any help or anytime you're thinking of needing some help with sales or marketing or presentations, generating leads with or without an advertising budget, online or offline, and being able to convert those leads to paying customers who come back over and over again, always think billcrane.com.